Hey, it's Heidi from A Lively Hope, and I'm back with the next in my Art Journaling Using Up Old Supplies series. Today we're going to start doing actual spreads rather than just backgrounds. And I'm using up some old craft paint on top of a spread that I made using old colored pencils. So I had an idea in mind for this, and it did not work out the way I had planned. And that is just what happens sometimes. But the main lesson for this is keep working with it, because for a while I hated this spread, and then it got better toward the end, which is typically the case with things that I make. There's almost always a point where I think, this is garbage. I hate it so much. And then just continuing to work with it helps a great deal. So you may notice that my left hand is still bandaged from my carpal tunnel surgery. So things are a little slow with that hand. It just doesn't do a whole lot right now. But my right hand is still fine for now. I am having surgery on that hand coming up, so I will have a few pre-recorded videos to share with you, but we'll be taking a break from filming as that hand recovers. So as I said, I had an idea in mind for what I wanted these kind of rings of paint to look like. It didn't end up working out the way it did in my head, which happens, but in the end, I did still like it. So I'll be trying that other idea again and just trying to figure out a way to make that work. But the lesson here, I guess, is just continue working with what is in front of you, with the reality of the spread that's there, and it will get better. The only way that you lose in an art journal situation is if you give up and just leave it where it is. But improvements can always be made, and that is something I go through with nearly every spread that I make. So I'm going to let you just watch here, but my plan is some acrylic paint over the top of this colored pencil in some kind of rings where the colors are fading into one another. And then I go over the background with a darker paint to kind of give some uniformity to the page. And then I also add a dark circle in the center where I can hand letter the quote that I wanted to add to this page. So multiple layers, and I'm just kind of messing with it and playing with it until it takes a shape that I am happy with. So now we're through kind of the hard phase of really not liking what the spread was looking like, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. In the end, I used a Posca paint pen to add the lettering and some detail, just some dots around the outside. And that is the final product. Thanks so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you again next week.